Hi, Lou Agave, Long Island Lou Tequila. Please follow my social media. Today I'm here again with Greg.
Hey, Aged Agave, give me a follow if you can.
Definitely. So, what are we checking out today, brother?
Go ahead, brother.
Show everybody what we got. We have that new Volume 2 Sauza Tres Generacionales. This is going to be the second in a series of 3 of the Legacy Edition series, where they honor their past, their generations. First, we had the Cenobio last year. You remember the Blanco? That was kick-ass. And that was made at Cashcoin. We broke that. And then I have to say that I'm pretty sure that that's where this one is made as well. And this is going to be for their generation of Don Eladio. And there'll be one more, probably the Añejos. This is the Reposado. Thank you. And this is called the La Colonial. Reposado, 45 ABV.
45 ABV. It's
NOM 1102.
That's what it says. We have questions about that, but that's it's got a nice leather neck around the bottle. It's a cork finish.
Yeah.
Wood topper.
Show them the bottle. That's pretty cool. That is a nice looking bottle.
You know?
Yeah. You know, this is NOM 1102 where Sauza is made from, and they're taking credit as always, but if you ask me, it's another misleading type of trickery by them to go somewhere else and have it done, which I'm pretty sure that's what this is. I understand they only rest it and bottle it there. They took it back. That's a fact.
Which is what?
Wherever it was made, and we think we know where,
yeah.
It was taken back to 1102.
Oh, yes,
and
they tankered it in.
and bottled there.
They tankered, yes. You don't.
That's all they did.
We don't know what they did when it got to Sauza.
If they like triple distilled it or whatever, but right now I'd have to think it's what they say.
Well, they blended something else with it. We don't know.
Anything's possible, you know. So this is called the Volume 2. Z's Old Town is selling it for $84.99. All right, and hey, here's an interesting thing. Don Eladio, do you know? He opened the first nightclub in Guadalajara right after the Mexican Revolution. He did that so people could lift their spirits. I thought that was a little cool tidbit,
Yep. Salute.
Salute, brother.
Look at
Thank
the color
you for bringing it
while I hold this
over.
up here. It's got a nice little barrel color.
Yeah, it does. It does.
It's not too dark, not too light.
No.
It's got some nice
really
legs.
Nice bottle. It's really cool. They got the information on the back. Some interesting stuff. I'm looking at the bottle before.
I love the idea that it's a 90. It's a high proof.
Yeah, he likes that. I do too,
ABV. Well, yeah. I think the agave, the spirit gets to pop a little bit because of the higher alcohol, less water, folks. That's the bottom line. Instead of having 60% water, you know what? You got 55% water.
And and they get to make less of it. So when you think about it, it's good for us. It's aged in American white oak for over 2 months, deep well water. It's Valley Agaves, stone oven cooked, Tahona and roller. So it's a blend. And stainless steel fermentation without fibers and double distilled in all copper. Sounds like a place I know, huh? The way you just were a few weeks ago. It has a nice nose.
The nose is nice.
I'm getting a whiskey nose. I'm getting honey.
Definitely a whiskey nose.
Little cherries, maybe. Some mint, your favorite. Definitely earthy. This is not a bad nose.
No, nose isn't bad. I went in and took a sip already. It needs to open up a little bit.
If they did any funny stuff with it, they did it pretty well on the nose, at least. I think it smells okay, Mostly, to me, it's whiskey, honey, mint, cooked agave a little bit, cherries maybe. The oak seems legit for the most part. What do you think?
No, I definitely get a whiskey nose.
All right. I'll wait for a second sip, but I'm getting caramel right off the bat.
It's got a little funky mid palate taste to it, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, hold on, you're ahead of me. I'm going to see if I... Yeah, something's a little weird. I'm almost getting like a chocolate thing. I'm getting some alcohol buzzing around for sure.
100%.
Some mintiness. Not as much floral as I thought. Pepper, maybe some vanilla, but
I think the nose is actually better than the flavor.
Yes,
but I think let's talk about it a little bit more.
I'm not getting as much fruit as I would have liked.
That's what I'm saying. It's not agave driven.
No,
and I'm still getting I'm getting more heat than I am spice.
Yes.
I'm not getting really.
The heat is flying around.
Yeah.
The nose is really good on this. Yeah. The nose is good.
The nose is great. I think the heat overpowers any of that cooking spice, cinnamon.
I think it's safe. I'm getting some cinnamon on the taste now, only because it's that hot, the cinnamon, the hot blast. But I will say this, I think you might agree. This high proof, they didn't do such a great job of hiding it, of making it easier to drink.
100%.
It's a high proof. It's not smooth, if you hate to use that word. It's not going down as nice and soft as it could.
I don't think that's bad.
For other high proofs, no, it's nice to have a little grittiness. And
Yeah, I don't think that's bad, but I still want that cooked agave. I still
There's
want
not a lot of that.
and, and I still want those light barrel notes.
Yeah.
And I'm not, I don't get any vanilla. I know you said
No,
that
I'm getting
originally.
caramel, not
Yeah,
vanilla,
exactly.
especially in the taste. Can I try another sip of this? Just
Please.
a little.
It's your bottle, boss. Let it open. That's good. Let it open up a little bit. And listen.
This is a little strange. There's something a little different about this.
And the aftertaste is not.
Yeah,
Is
that's what I mean.
The finish to me it's a weird finish. If I can say that.
Yeah, there's something with the aftertaste. There is cinnamon, there is alcohol, there is herbalness, there is some honey, but there's caramel, not a lot, but there is oak pepper. The finish is okay. There's something strange a little bit. I think you could say, in my opinion, it's not as good as the Cenobio's batch, the Blanco.
The Blanco.
That was kick-ass.
Now, I'm assuming, we don't know this, that this is the Blanco. They just put it in barrels.
Good point.
But, again, we don't know what they did. We don't have any real...
No definite info, but I'm pretty much convinced it would be logical to say that it was made at Cashcoin, just like the Cenobio's batch was, where probably the next edition of the Añejo will be. What they do, like you said, after it leaves there, who knows? It's good. I mean, I wouldn't say it's horrible. It's definitely not a regular Trace Gen.
No.
This is oven cooked and all of that, Tahona and roller. It's not. Diffuser or autoclave or anything
Listen,
like that.
they wanted to make a nice bottle for their grandfathers. They wanted it for their generations.
But like I said before, why don't you just make it there? Why don't you just find a way to make it there?
I agree with you.
I
I have to tell you, going back in and retasting it, it's opened up a little bit.
has.
Also, my mouth is now coated a little bit more with it.
Right, and we're used to the high alcohol. But it does, after it's gone out of my mouth, and it's got something going on.
Yeah, it's not a long, pleasing finish.
It's long, but it's not
a
pleasing.
finish.
That's exactly right. That's exactly a good way of putting it. There's something there. So you know what, Tequila Matchmaker, I'm gonna just go with like an 84 on something like this. I'll go that high. I was gonna say 83, 84. What about you?
I'm going an 80.
80. Okay.
I give it the.
All right, I'm 83. I'm not going any higher than 83 either.
I give the production.
He's right.
I think the production method is great. I love Cascuine.
Who doesn't?
But I'm not one of my favorite reposados.
Right. Oh yeah.
So,
yeah. No.
I mean, I'm not going to go 79, but I'm going to go 80, and I'm not going to go higher than that, in my opinion.
Right. Now I'm going to go 83, and that's about as high as I would go. And we got to remember, this is $85.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Especially this $90 bottle, with tax and shipping and whatever else.
I mean, we've been getting the
Widow
Jane
to me.
for like $60, $70, right?
Yeah.
So no comparison there. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So even Fortaleza, a Reposado is world class, and So anyway, that's the deal, and you check it out, see what you think. I don't think it's a Cenobio by any means. Thank you, Gregory, and salud.